Let's head to Peel Region now. Police announcing rewards for a pair of unsolved homicides.
Today, I will provide an update and announce a meaningful initiative designed to engage our community to assist with two ongoing homicide investigations. Both of these cases involve innocent victims of senseless gun violence. The first investigation pertains to the murder of Jackline Gore. On this date 5 years ago, there was a birthday party taking place at the Fume Bar and Lounge located in the area of Torbram Road and Drew Road in Mississauga. Jackline was at this location celebrating with friends that evening. Between 2:30 and 2:40 a.m., several patrons, including Jackline, left the establishment. Jackline was outside talking to friends in the parking lot. Our investigation has concluded that at 2:48 a.m., an armed male approached a group of men standing in front of the doors at this location and began shooting at one of them. The targeted individual fled through the parking lot while the suspect continued to pursue him, firing continuously. Tragically, Jackline Gore was struck by one of the bullets and fatally wounded. The party involved in the shooting is described as male, wearing a gray hooded sweatshirt and a mask. The male was last seen fleeing the scene in a dark crossover style SUV. The second investigation I want to talk about today pertains to Raneilia Richards. On December 31st of last year, Raneilia attended Jungle Event Space in the Dixie Road and Eglinton Avenue area of Mississauga. At approximately 1:30 a.m., Raneilia was outside the premise with her sister and boyfriend when she was senselessly killed by a stray bullet. Homicide investigators have recovered the vehicle used during this homicide and are looking to locate and speak to the driver and occupants of that car. Contents of the vehicle have been processed to determine further investigative leads. The investigations surrounding both of these cases are ongoing and remain a primary focus of the Peel Regional Police Homicide and Missing Persons Bureau. We have no reason to believe that Raneilia or Jackline were anything but innocent victims of senseless gun violence. Such acts will not be tolerated by our service, and we're committed to using every resource possible to identify those responsible. Investigations often benefit from the cooperation of our community. Eyewitness accounts, tips, and leads play a critical role in solving major crimes, and in some cases, rewards are provided. To inspire our community to take action and come forward with crucial information, Peel Regional Police is announcing a significant increase in reward money. This increase, authorized by the Region of Peel Police Services Board, underscores our unwavering commitment to bring closure and justice to the victims and their families. To that end, we are significantly raising the current reward from $25,000 to $100,000 for information leading to the arrest and conviction in each of these cases. Our determination to solve these heinous crimes is resolute. We ask anyone with information to step forward and contact either the Peel Regional Police, Homicide and Missing Persons Bureau, or Crime Stoppers. Your courage can help us bring peace and closure to our grieving families. I would like to thank the Richards and Gore families for their continuous support and patience as we navigate these horrible circumstances. Further, I'd like to thank the Police Services Board for their strong support in this investigation. We ask any persons with information to call Homicide at 905-453-2121, extension 3205, or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. That's 1-800-222-8477. I'll now answer any questions that I'm able to answer. I also have Detective Sergeant Phil King with me today for any specific questions around the investigations. But please, these are active investigations, and I may be limited in the information that I can provide.
Was it $25,000 for both previously? Because I think we'd only reported that there was a reward for one. So I just want to make sure.
Yeah, no, good question. So it was previously $25,000 for information for Jackline Gore. And this is the first reward in the Raneilia Richards case.
Okay. relationships, if these might be friends or acquaintances or something like that. Can you speak to kind of why the justification is to have that 1,000 when it accomplishes?
Yeah, in all homicide cases, and all homicide cases are different. All major cases are different. A reward is just one of the tools we have in our arsenal to use in effort to solve major crimes. In this case, in both of these cases, dozens of people were present at these establishments and didn't come forward. Community engagement, positive community engagement, is the cornerstone of community safety and well-being, and as such, we really need our community to work together with us to solve these crimes. We really hope to motivate someone to come forward that has key evidence that we can use to bring closure to the families.
Where's your frustration on that last bit? As you just said, these were high traffic areas, there's lots of people outside, there was no shortage of witnesses who saw what was going on, and yet we're still here with an unsolved case. I mean, there's really people who know what happened.
Yeah. We'd really like to work together with the community, get as much information as we can to solve this case. It's important to our organization. It's important to our community that we bring closure to the families. As far as my frustration level, it's I can't speak to that.
You mentioned in the initial update that the intended target had been talked to in that one case. Did they know who was chasing after them? Was there any tip from that person as well?
Yeah, no, I appreciate the question. We the question was, maybe you could repeat it again.
My question was about the intended target in the one case. I know that investigators had spoken to them. Did you get any tips or anything useful out of that person as to who was possibly after them and chasing them?
Yeah, that's not something that I'm prepared to comment on at this point. This is still an active investigation, and in an effort to protect the integrity of the investigation, I would ask not to answer that question.
I understand that these are 5 years apart, basically. The one is actually 5 years ago on this very date.
That's correct.
I assume that's why you're holding it today, perhaps. I'll let you speak to that. But is there any indication that these are connected? I mean, they're both outside of nightclubs in Mississauga. They're like 10-minute drive away from each other, years apart. But you're kind of lumping them together today for us. Is that because there's any reason for us to believe that they should be connected? Or what?
So, thank you for the question. The question was, are these cases linked? And no, they're not. We have no evidence at this time to suggest that they are linked. However, we aren't discounting that. They are similar, though. These are two young women that were struck down in the prime of their lives. And like all victims of violent crime, we want to bring justice to them, and we really want to leave no opportunity unturned.
With that, I'm just curious about if you could speak a little bit to what the family's reactions were when you talked about they were going to put this reward or put a reward on one of them and leave this on the other to try to get some sort of resolution.
I'll turn that over to Detective Sergeant King.
Sorry, can you repeat the question? I heard some.
If you spoke to the families about increasing the reward and putting in the reward as well, what the reaction was as you're helping kind of the community here to try to get some sort of resolution.
Yes, so it's part of our investigative plans. We maintain communication with the families continually. In relation to Jackline, they have been made aware of the increase of the reward and are very positive about that. And in relation to Raneilia, it's no different. The family is appreciative of all efforts that we are making to gain solvency on this case.
And we were listening in as Peel Police providing an update on rewards for two women they say killed for no apparent reason, just outside at the wrong time, outside of nightclubs.